So Willie, once you had that nurturing environment at Morehouse, uh, where did you leave and where did you take off after that?
So I went to SUNY Upstate Medical School, and I was there with the brothers, Charles Roberson, Bill Lewis, and then Monique Williams was from Spelman, right? We were there together, and all of us went into surgical specialties. All of us did extremely well. We worked together. We took that same sort of Morehouse philosophy spirit together, and we had a lot of people there, who's from other schools, and although a lot of people struggled, and I struggled at first as well, but it was the mindset and determination that was different, right? You were in a hostile environment, and there were racists all get out, okay, right? And students were hostile, but the mentality was the environment doesn't make the man, right, or make the woman. From our perspective, and from many other perspectives, the environment made them, right? So as they fell apart when they had to face adversity, and then our competitive spirit came out and said, "I don't care what you think," right? As my aunt used to say, make them explain to their mom and daddy why you graduated higher than them. that's, that's what we were trying to do.
That's really good. So looking at your CV, Will, I could see even when you were in medical school and early residency, you were also getting ready for the medical component where you would be part of an organization, like part of the AMA, part of the NMA. It was a bill to be part of the governing body of medicine. Where did that come from?
So let's looking at the power structure of medicine, right? I looked at it and said, okay, medicine has multiple components to it. There's the academic component, there's the organized medicine component, there's the delivery portion of it as well. And delivery is the providers itself, the physicians, and also the whole payment structure, be it governmental or private. Now, I actually really wrote that out and looked at it and said, okay, for me to really make a difference, where am I going to make that difference? And how am I going to do it? And most of all, what skill sets do I need to be able to successfully do it? Because Maynard Jackson said, he actually told this to me in a conversation with a group of other Morehouse men. He said that every job you have limited power. And what you have to understand the limitations of that power and how to use that limited power to have great success, right? To have unlimited change and positivity, right? So that's sort of what I was strategically really trying to figure out. And at first I realized it was academia. I knew I had to be in academics. I had to write, I had to have science background. JK said that to me as well. So the master's in anatomy and cell biology was to prepare me for that, right? The Roberts Wood Johnson Clinical Scholars Program, the master's in public health. That was all to teach me how to build a research enterprise, how to do research, how to get in that area. And then I sort of found my way by the community work I was doing. And I got an award from the AMA, for that. And once I saw that aspect of it, I began to say, okay, great, I need to be a part of this. And then I went on, and next thing you know, I was doing all kinds of stuff. First Black chair of the resident fellow section in the AMA, creating the Canada Associate Society, founding member of that for the American College of Surgeons, the third president of that, right? These things sort of just started happening because I was there and I had skills, right? I was developing skills, knowledge and understanding, and strategically trying to figure out how do we make a difference, right? How do I add value to them, and how do I add value to our community?
Right, because I think when we look at things, it's good that we have some people who are radical and want change, but I think change occurs from within. You have to be part of these organizations. Like I went to the Navy for a while. I mean, you're not going to be able to elevate things if you're not a part of. So you have to have people in those areas. I had a judge on a year or so ago who was running for office, and we just talk about how they are so important. We think about these national elections, but judges are really the most important people that there is. So, supporting people like that, supporting people like you make a difference. Your change, your difference will be reflected years down the road. So I'm very, proud of you for taking that road, because that's a tough road to take, and sometimes that's a challenging road. So being able to take that road, I think that speaks well of you and what you're trying to do. So